Hey, welcome. I'm Sarah, Wellness Life Coach, and I'm going to talk you through some discovering meditation. What that looks like is that we will just spend a little bit of time recapping or introducing you to what is meditation and how in the science it can really affect in a good way for the inner health for your mind and your body. If be any questions, you'll be able to put them down to me and be able to send them to me. And of course, I will be offering a Nidra meditation class that will be pairing with this. Now, yoga is not just something you do. And I talk about yoga because meditation actually comes from the family of yoga. It's from centuries years of working and practice and knowing that yoga is not the pose. It's not flexibility. It's not strength. It's just a really lovely outcome and a benefit of doing the yoga practice. But what is yoga and what is the meditation? It's a way of living. It's like the lesson at school you never got. It's the one that teaches you how to think and feel for the better you. So it works in harmony with your whole body and how the structure of your physiology has been made and created. And then working through yoga and meditation complements our natural being. So let's have a little look at what is the dynamic for the exact area we're talking about today, and that is meditation. So it's known as fifth limb. So in yoga, we have 8 limbs of yoga. Think like a happy octopus and 8 legs, and one of them is pratyahara. This becomes very much the area that we work in with meditation. It's it's where we withdraw from too many sensitivities and we become a little bit more internal and calm. It's where we do observation work more than guesswork, which is the mind. And the mind, you'll know, is pretty creative, can be a little bit way off as well. So, in this area, the fifth limb, we look at really finding an inner wisdom and relax the mind and find your observations of what is true. And that truth is always within. You do have an inner guide. It's just sometimes we need to tap out of all the noise and tap in to the internal. So, I wanted to explain here with meditation, we've got 5 stages where we're awake and asleep. And meditation itself is that place predominantly between the second and the third stage, alpha and theta. Now, we call this the gateway. It's like the door, and you could either pass through the door and fall fast asleep, or you can be the other side of the door and be thinking, gosh, I'm wide awake, I can't sleep, that phase, or bright alert. The gateway in between is where we're walking through, we're passing through. And Yoga Nidra, we ask to spend quite a bit of time here where we're awake and conscious, but on the edge of dropping into a sleep. Now, the space known as the optimal meditation phase is when we lose that awareness of conscious and become just before the unconscious. Very deeply relaxing for the mind and the body. Working with meditation, you've also got things that are known to be quite meditative and they're hypnotic things. Things when you just sit back and watch the ocean, the waves, and you get a little bit tranquilized by them. Have you ever had that experience when you're watching like an open fireplace and suddenly you can't, you know, you're hearing things but you can't tear your eyes from it and you're kind of staring even when you move your head? That's kind of like when you're mesmerized. This is a similar place. It's also can be when you're just really focused in something, and they call Tai Chi exercise and meditation in motion. So, with our brain, we need our brain to work in lots of different areas. And these are 5 zones or stages that your brain will work through throughout the day. The first is beta. This one is just where we're awake. Now, hopefully, you're still awake. Alert, aware, and thinking. Alpha. We're looking at alpha being an area where we're deeply relaxed. Really, really calm, but still conscious. And this is that area of gateway. This is just before the door. Theta, the third step, is when you're in a light sleep or deep meditation, which is where we want you to go to get the really gorgeous space of internal wisdom. This is where you get the visions. It's a place where you dream. So when you're asleep in this phase, you will be dreaming, you be creative, you be coming up with your mind is showing you visuals. And then in Delta, this is when we're deep sleeping. But this is so important. So if you're a light sleeper and you never get too much Delta, you'll always wake up tired. Have you heard of the saying, I'll sleep on it? Well, this is Delta. When you sleep on it and you deep sleep, your body goes through like a bit of a washing machine. When we go to bed, we can be clustered with thoughts and feelings and be quite confused by making a decision. Overnight, your brain has had a cleanup. In Delta, it repairs, restores, reconfigures, sorts out the noise, cleans out, has a wash, gets rid of all the stuff it doesn't need, and you wake up with a really clear understanding of what the decision is to make. This is where Delta helps your brain recover. This is the recharge button. Very, very healthy, very, very important. And then there's a fifth phase, which is called gamma. And gamma is creative. It's your peak mental state. It's when you might be dancing, focusing, learning. It's when the brain is in quite a high function. So most of the brain is alert. Think of lighting up. Things such as Sudoku or coordination with sport or dance. So your brain is always listening, and this is a big thing. Your brain has got fantastic memory, whether you feel like you could remember them or not, but it will. It will remember an emotion connected to a situation. This is the hippocampus and the amygdala. And your brain is always listening. But however, we do remember learning things and changing our mind and relearning something almost opposite. So, thinking about when you're working with meditation, it's a space for us to really understand what is now current, what is now true to who we are, where we are in life today, not carrying things that were still in belief from years ago. So, yeah, let's change the way the brain is working. It takes on everything. And sometimes we need a little bit of delta and theta to just shift all the old stuff into the new. Okay, so from the brain, we have also got hormones. Oh, this word we know can cause us joy, can cause us pain. So let's talk more about them because meditation has a huge effect on the hormones in your body. The first is adrenaline. Now, adrenaline is your fight flight. You know that if you were fast asleep or super relaxed and something urgent happened, you'd be full of energy to go and fix it. Your body is ready, your heart rate's pumping, blood round the body, so you can run, you can fight. You're thinking very quick. Now, this is a fantastic energy boost, and we love adrenaline because it keeps us alive. If you needed to run from a bear in the brain when it was created, you can do so. However, from speaking with an anxiety experience, this adrenaline can get a little bit too much, too often for everything. And it feels like you're running a marathon on the couch. So, adrenaline, we love you, but we need to control you. Serotonin is when you get your mood swings. You might be happy and tired. The brain signals. So, think it as your gearbox in a car. It can go forward and back. It can go slow and fast. It really is your mood changer. So, serotonin is a certain hormone that shifts your moods. Again, we do want and we love all of these because we need them, but also when it gets too erratic and too constant, it can be a little bit of a problem. Now, cortisol, oh, the stress hormone. Again, we need it. We need it because we need to be able to feel the energy when we need it to. However, too much cortisol in your body is actually very damaging in your health for your physical body and your brain. So, stress in the body, if you were to stress out about one thing for 15 minutes, that's 6 hours of a suppressed immune system. Oh, when I learned that, I started to meditate. Oh my gosh. So, too much of this hormone in your body, it's like acid running around. It's going to get you weight gain. It's going to cause fatigue, headaches, inflammation, and probably speeds up like a best mate for serotonin and put you in some mood swings. Now, there's always the nice one, oxytocin, our best friend, our love drug. You can get just as addicted to this one as the others because once bonds are made, they're really made. With this one is where you find your best friend, the one where you find your love on your partner. When you have a baby, not that I have, but this oxytocin will flood your body so the unconditional love is bonding. With this oxytocin, we want to feed more of this into our body because then serotonin, cortisol, and adrenaline have to move out when oxytocin moves in. And one of the nicest things for us to build this one is memories of love, memories of joy, and that of gratitude. It's the mother of all. So we always know that we are built, our body is framed to live a happy life. And then dopamine. Dopamine is the rewards. So dopamine looks at the feel good. This is where we can get quite addicted in the gym. Think about when you get that endorphin fix. So it's a bit of a dopamine boost. It's a feel good. It's when you get an instant woo from good news. You've had success, you feel successful, you have that rush of wow, and it's like electric fireworks of excitement buzzing around your body. That's when you get an incredible hit of dopamine. Now, the final little part I wanted to talk to you about was the frontal lobes. And this is where most of your mind and body connection works from. It's like your movement controller. All right. So think of it as the steering wheel of your car. And it does steer you and move you. And that's brain and body together. So your motor cortex is where we tap into as well with yoga nidra and meditation. Okay, so moving from there, we're looking at the energy sources in the body. We don't talk too much about this today. In yoga practice with me, we will work with chakras, which are those lovely colors that you've got down there on the side. They are spinning energy and they work through the root, through to the crown, and just above your crown. If you ever had Reiki, Reiki is connecting to the chakra energy. I've had some fantastic experiences with Reiki. Even my sounds, I can hear better, see better, feel, smell strong, strong smells. And it's all shifted because you've managed to cleanse away the clutter that sits in the energy of your body. And a lot of that is just stored emotion that you have still got because you haven't let it go and you haven't spoken about it. So, again, that's where the life coaching can come through. Nadis are energy. Think of your body like a map. If you were to lay on the ground and draw a big line around your body and make that a country, and then that country was full of roads, the fast motorways, suppose with A roads, B roads, and side roads, country roads, everything. Those is like your body. Your body is full of messages and signals. This helps where maybe you hold a hot cup of tea and your nervous system will run through all of those electrics to see that you need to drop it. The signal goes to the brain very quickly and you release the cup of tea. So, whatever you're holding or whatever you're doing, if you need to, your body will react before you physically can and before your brain can think about it. It's already done. The nervous system is through the nadis. It's your electrics, it's your energy, it's powerful. Now, prana is pranic healing, which is very, very powerful. It's like almost hallucination. It's incredibly deep meditation, which a pranic healer can work with you. I'm not qualified here, but I have had an incredible experience with pranic healer. And prana is also your breath, your breathing system, your life force. So, this encourages your body to feel things. So, if you start with your breath feeling really calm, your emotions become calm. If you start breathing frantically and quickly, you become very alert and awake. And finally, meridians. Meridians are energies, bit like from the nadis, but they become like little motorway stops or junctions or roundabouts. Think of them like that. And the meridians are spaced throughout the whole body. And we work and target these when we do yin yoga and acupuncture, things like that. All of these energies in your body become computerized to the brain, and all of them together can really help change signals in the brain, which changes the hormones. So, hopefully, you can see that all of it's connected and how meditation can change what's happening chemically inside your body, which changes the physiology and your whole happiness and well being. So, we're going to take a moment now with the kosher. And kosher is your inner wisdom. This beautiful picture. Can you imagine being on an open road and just thinking, gosh, what's ahead? What do I want? Where can I be? Who can I be? Where shall I go? This is where we tap into koshas. Koshas are like an onion. So there's a pretty picture there of an onion, and I want you to start on the outside. Now, Maya, the word Maya equals illusion. And so each of the koshas end with Maya. Anna, Maya. The Annamaya kosha is your physical body. The kosha being the wisdom. So each layer of that onion is like another deeper root to your wisdom, your core being, your root, your entire point and purpose of being who you are and born into this world. So we start with the outer layer. That is the physical body. It's very easy for us to tap into in finding a nice, comfortable laying position, and that of working through physically, mentally connecting by visualizing, relaxing each part of the body. Then pranamaya kosha, the breath. Again, it's its body's language. If you can change your breathing, you change how the body's responding. So again, it becomes the second layer because we're able to get the breathing to work for ourselves pretty quickly, and we notice the shift within a few minutes. Manomaya kosha. Oh, this is when it gets fun. The emotions. This is when we want to change what we're thinking about, which changes those hormones. If we can change the hormones more regularly in the body, we've got more of the happy stuff in us, not the stressful stuff, which causes damage. So we spend time at this point, you'll be quite sleepy, very relaxed, and we start to channel what we think about and memories that come forward. That then has an effect on how you start to feel in subconscious light, which is your Vinamaya kosha. With this one, we work very much in insight. We can be creative. I might ask you to think of random things, and your mind will show you like photos and images of different colors and different textures, different energies, days and nights. And then, of course, we have Andamaya Kosha, which is your lovely space of harmony. This is your bliss when you're just divinely relaxed, so on the edge of theta, in that stage 2 to 3 with the brain waves, relaxed, calm, conscious, unconscious, and just between the two. Here, you're getting a really wonderful, deep inner connection. And of course, we're looking for Atman. With this, it's your true self. It's your inner truth. And if you've ever thought, "Oh, I don't know who I am right now," meditate. You do know. You've just clouded with what you think you should be. And most of that comes from social media. Influence from anything else other than your own inner words, your own inner wisdom. Other people's guidance is noise. Yours is in the core of your being. And so let's tap into it more often. Staying true to who you are brings you the joy, and it gives the joy of you to many others. All right. So the last little bit is a sankalpa. Now, sankalpa is like a mantra. So with your mantra, you're looking at saying things like, I am. And you're going to be saying it in your yoga nidra practice, and it will be that of repetition. So, I am strong. I am strong. I am strong. That's the sort of thing you'd be saying in your head, connecting to it. Now, you can't say I am strong if you don't feel it, but you might be thinking, God, I feel really calm. I'm not used to feeling calm. So if you're in the meditation and I say to you, think of your sankalpa. Say on repeat in your mind your sankalpa. I promise you, when you start to be in the moment, you won't just find something or want to think of something. It will be ready to already say. Your inner wisdom will be giving you the message. So, again, looking at I am successful, I am adapting, I am pain free, I am happy. Simple things, not complex. You are welcome to have up to 3. So, if you feel like saying, I am joy, I am changing, I am successful, that's okay. You can say them on repeat. But again, trying not to think, oh, I am this, I am that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, because we want to really hone in and feel the emotional connection to the sankalpa. We want the love drug. We want the chill out. We want the true you, and we want the deep rooted happiness. So, again, having a thought on it before you start your meditation is to know where you think you want to be with your sankalpa, and yet trust your body. Allow the process to be the process. Trust it. It's been around for centuries. We wouldn't let you down. So when you're giving it a go, looking and thinking, okay, cool, I can do that. I can just wait and see what my brain says I am. And you might come up with a word that you didn't even think you were, but it is right for you at that time. All right, so let's meditate. Let's take time. I would like you to stop this video and I'm going to start a second video for you. And we're going to run through a joyful Yoga Nidra meditation. I hope this has been helpful for you. Drop your questions to me. I would love to answer them. And I can't wait to share more with you in the future. You take care, and I'll see you soon.